Hello, creative souls. My name's Michelle, and I'm a self-taught artist. I started back in 2022. If you want to go back and look at the description, everything is there. I'm pretty much a mixed media artist, but I really want to get back into acrylic painting. And I'll be doing some watercolor. So between a little bit of everything. So I hope you stick around and hang out with me and do all the things that YouTube wants you to do. Let's get started. I hope you paint with me or just sit and relax. It's going to be fun. Okay, we just had another blip in my phone. I don't know where we left off, but I have a yellow to mix with blue, and I have a light green and a dark green. So let's see how this goes. Now is where it gets a little wonky because, and I'm using my filbert. That's not covering very well, so I think we're going to have to go in some darker green. Yeah. Being that the background is dark, it might take, I have a hard time talking and painting. And I know many of you also do. So it's not just me. Thank God. I grabbed a lighter. Not that you can tell. Lighter green. I'm mixing it up. I want it to go to a point. Maybe I'm going to switch brushes. I think I am. Work on that. Like I said, I want to come back with fresh eyes. But hopefully you like it. And chopped it again. We'll come back tomorrow and finish it off. Well, thank you for hanging out with me today. Don't go anywhere because I got another clip at the back. Have a beautiful evening. Or if you're in another country, day, evening, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, see you in a little bit. Waterfalls. Hopefully you can see that. Let me pull you down just a little bit. Added a little waterfalls. I fixed this big mountain. If you remember it, there was water up to here. I didn't like the way it looked. So I added another mountain. And then remember our light source is coming from here. So that's why this side is darker. And I just did a dry brush. I added some, let me bring you over here so maybe you can see a little better. I added some moss to the rocks. And I'm just gonna play with these mountains over here. So let's do that because it's way past lunchtime for those of you who know. Okay, so where we left off was my painting. As soon as I got offline, done filming for that day, I looked at it and I said, I just don't like the perspective. I don't like the way this looks. I showed my husband and right away he thought this was the sky. So this is too dark. And then this is sticking out too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten the sky. I don't know. I have two things on mind. I'm either going to bring this up or make this the sky. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So let's get started. Let me get my paints over here. We're going to paint. So let me scooch it back a little bit, or maybe I could just leave you like that. Deciding what to do, to be honest with you. Let me try the sky in a bit when you're undecisive. Right now I'm mixing, still a little too light. Now I wanted it dark, that's right. Get with it, Michelle. I'm a little, not down today. I just feel blah. because I live in a rural area. And you know, I went on Amazon. That's not what I was going to do. I went on Amazon to pick out some colors that I needed. And I got totally sidetracked. Now, Michelle, don't put your paintbrush in your water. There's your tip for the day. And you know what? I should have left a little darker purple peeking up, because I don't know if you can see. I'll take my painting off the canvas so you can see what I'm doing. You see the purple peeking out right here? I kind of like that. Okay, that's fixed. Now, I want to do something with this. I don't like the way this is just cut in half. Like, I was trying to, this should have been more rounder like this, and then it should have came to a point. Well, in my personal opinion, of course. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is make a big tree and bring it over here. Fingers crossed, it works. And I'm mixing, because it doesn't have to be realism, you know, right? We're just, and keep in mind, this is my first tutorial in a long time. Let's just go for it. Bring it up to about there, I believe. Really cool trees. And that's all I was doing. And then I kind of just let, you know, when you don't do something, you get really stale. And I just can't, it's a little thick, believe how rusty I am. It just blows me away. Go down that. I added a little Payne's Gray over here. And I think I like it. Just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm adding a little more Payne's Gray here on this side. Darn, I meant to go get my fan. Sorry if my head is in the way. I'm going to do like a weeping willow tree. Okay. I'm going to just try a little Doxazine purple over here, since we got to have fun, right? We're not getting serious. We can't get too serious. Can't let that happen. If you'd rather have me, just a little bit, put music to this and then explain everything in the description box. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And I am going to work on oh, that's got to dry too. Let me dry it and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I added a moon and I added this just a little bit more brighter. whiter. Now I'm going to mix up. And I do, if you see me looking down, I have a reference photo that I'm kind of going by. I'm not, I put my own twist on it. And if you have one of these paper palettes, like I'm using the same one that I had yesterday. When the paint dries, you can reuse it. You can either wipe it off or just let it stay lumpy like I did. Because my husband kept saying, dinner's ready, your hot dog's ready. Yeah, I know, I'll be there in a minute. It's not going anywhere. Get it a little wet. One of these brushes, and it has like, it's for grass, hair. It's a Princeton Select Garner, 3/4. I might use that after I use a flat, number 20 flat. So I'm going to go in with a little sap green first. Just might have to add a little white to that because you can't see it. Got 3 colors on my brush right now. I got sap green, the olive green, and a little white. I'm going to try this 3/4 Select. Yesterday I had my water up on the desk right below you, and now I have it over here. So if I look a little confused, it's because I am. It's a little bit. Put a little white here, just a little. So I got a little light source. Adding a little white, and then on top of it, some sap green. Totally changed the color. Totally. I'm going to put a little grass here. Hopefully that's dry. And call it. And in my next tutorial, I'm going to go with a smaller painting and work my way up, like I should have done. But this one, and I have another one down here. I have quite a few that need to be, or we might even do a tiny painting. Let me know what you prefer. You want me to do a tiny painting? This is where I cleaned my brush off yesterday. Tiny painting, 8x10. We're going to vote. Or I have one of these long guys. You can either do it this way or this way. I'm thinking of an ocean this way. I love to paint water. I just, probably because I'm a Florida native. Okay, put the eyeballs on. And let's paint some grass. I'm still gonna use this Princeton. Can you see? I hope you can see. Better? We'll find the right angle in a minute. Well, not in a minute, in my next. sap green. Like that. Using this side. Small filbert. Just going to move my canvas. That's not what Michelle. You hanging out with me today. So I hope you like it, and I hope you paint it. And tag me if you paint it. Now, I don't expect yours to look like this. Okay? I couldn't paint this over if I wanted to. Even when you do look at reference photos or other people painting, it's never going to be the same. Never. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Stay creative. And I'll see you next time.